Tip 1. For taller travelers. Best seat. Exit rows or bulkhead seats. Usually providing the most legroom are exit row seats and bulkhead seats, the first row in every cabin. Different airlines often provide an additional 6 to 8 inches of space. They may also offer advantages like early boarding or priority in the security queue. Why? If you are tall, legroom probably ranks highest among your needs. Exit rows are meant to enable rapid evacuation, so additional room is needed. The first row of a section, bulkhead seats, has no seats in front, therefore enabling unhindered legroom. Row 1 is famously the worst since instead of a seat to put your feet under, you find a wall in front of you. Airlines have age and physical ability restrictions since exit row passengers have to be able to help in an emergency. Bulkhead seats feature fixed armrests and lack underseat storage. Some exit row seats might also not recline. Keep in mind, though, that the armrests might not be changeable and bulkhead seats might not have underseat storage. Booking an aisle ticket in the front row after the exit row allows you to select a seat that reclines and has ample legroom. Avoid the middle row and front row if you can't have a more comfortable seat. Tip 2. For those seeking relaxation while traveling. Window seat, close to the front. If you value sleep and want to get some throughout your flight, a window seat would be your best choice. A window seat provides a makeshift headrest by letting you slink against the plane's wall. Seats close to the front offer a calmer environment with less turbulence and engine noise. Given that the middle of the flight usually has the least turbulence, think about sitting there. Steer clear of seats next to restrooms or galleys since these areas often get noisy and crowded. Avoid sitting near galleys or toilets on the plane, as these areas can be noisy and have more people walking by. 3. Attention all families with young children. Best seat. Seats for bulkheads. Bulkhead seats can be an excellent option for parents with little children traveling. Why? More room provided by bulkhead seats lets kids move without upsetting other passengers. In addition to that, specific airlines also provide bassinets for newborns who are seated in these rows. Considerations. Ask the airline about extra fees and availability of bassinets. Certain airlines even offer bassinets for newborns that fit to the bulkhead wall. Keep in mind, the distance of bulkhead seats from the bathrooms may pose a problem for young children. Consider sitting towards the back of the plane for easier access to the restrooms and quicker assistance from flight attendants. 4. For individuals with limited mobility. Best seat. Select a seat that will let you easily reach the bathroom and aisle. Often the greatest option is aisle close to the front of the aircraft since they reduce the distance you have to walk. Bulkhead seats are a great option because they provide extra legroom and make it easier to get in and out of your seat. 5. For those who fly nervously. Best seat, front or above wings. The front or over the wing is the ideal place to seat someone who fears flying. Seats found above the wings are also the best option if you get motion sickness. Why? This part of the plane usually has the least degree of turbulence, which can assist to reducing nausea. The wings serve to steady the plane, therefore improving the ride. A window seat can be helpful to reduce motion sickness sensations. It allows you to focus on a fixed point on the horizon. While stability is generally improved, certain passengers may experience less than ideal conditions if their visibility is blocked by the wings. Being closer to the front allows you to see the pilots and flight attendants more, which is comforting for many people. 6. For fast exit upon landing. Front rows, aisle seats are the best seats. Sitting close to the front lets you disembark sooner, which would help with flight connections or just save time. Considerations. Front seats may cost extra or are reserved for elite guests. 7. For improved in-flight service. Perfect seat. Near the front of the cabin. Usually starting from the front, meal and drink services guarantee faster service and your choice of cuisine. On short flights or those without meal service, this might not be as important. 8. For silent peace and quiet. Front of the plane, window seat is best seat. Why? Generally speaking, the front is calmer away from engine noise and toilet traffic. A window seat also lessens disruptions caused by other passengers walking in the aisle. Consider avoiding seats located next to galleys, as the cruise preparations may cause disruptive noise. 9. For those requiring regular access to restrooms. Aisle seat, near restrooms, best seat. For those with medical issues that will force them to use the toilet more frequently, this provides easy access. An aisle seat close to the rear of the aircraft could be the most practical choice. An aisle seat lets you easily reach without upsetting fellow passengers. Keep in mind, too, that rear seats' proximity to the engines and bathrooms could make them noisy. One should take care not to be too near to bathrooms since it may cause noise and possible smells. Seek for a harmony between comfort and accessibility. 10. For budget-conscious travelers. Standard economy, avoiding extra fee seats. Why? Airlines sometimes charge extra for premium seats, including bulkhead or exit rows. By selecting a regular seat, you can eliminate these additional costs. Utilize seat selection tools or airline seat maps to make the best choice for your basic seat, including preferences for window or aisle seats. 11. For couples wanting solace. Best seat, 2 rows at the rear. If you value privacy, think about reserving a window seat close to the rear of the aircraft. Often the last to fill up, these seats could offer more solitude. 12. For business class travelers. Search for seats with privacy divisions or high walls. Some airplane designs feature 2 rows close to the rear, allowing couples to sit together free from a third person. Considerations. Turbulence and engine proximity cause the back of the plane to be bumpier and louder. Further advice. View particular airplane seat maps, reviews, and suggestions using websites like Seat Guru. 13. The best seat on a plane for international flights. Since connecting flights abound on international flights, it's advisable to select a seat in the front of the plane. If there is a delay, being able to leave quickly could make the difference between catching your next flight or being stranded at the airport. 14. The best place on the plane should you still be pregnant. When selecting a seat on an aircraft, pregnant travelers should give their comfort and personal inclination some thought. The best option is to choose an aisle seat at the front of the plane if you are worried about motion sickness, need easy access to the restroom, or have concerns about blood clots and circulation. This holds true also if you are traveling with a baby. Flight attendants are frequently willing to hold or watch your infant while you go to the toilet. But if you're in the center of the plane, it could take us some time to notice you are attempting to get there. 15. For people who suffer from claustrophobia. A seat in the middle or front of the airplane. This will narrow your vision of the plane and let you see only a section of it. Looking at all the seats and people from the back of a big plane can make you feel claustrophobic. Bonus tips. Some seats, especially those in front of exit rows or at the back, may have limited or no reclining. Be aware of misaligned windows. Not every window seat has a window. If views are important to you, check the seat map to guarantee appropriate window alignment. Consider your personal needs and contact the airline in advance to discuss suitable arrangements for medical issues or other comfort needs. The seat you choose on an airplane can greatly improve your flight experience. It affects your comfort, convenience, and even your health. Choosing the best seat means juggling pragmatic factors with personal tastes. Your in-flight experience can be much improved by knowing the layout and choices offered. Use online seat maps or speak with airline personnel to help you choose the ideal seat for your next trip.